Conservative new media viewers and tennis fans around the world, what is up? Roger Federer has shattered Andy Murray of Britain today in two incredible sets tonight in Cincinnati, Ohio, USA. Final score is 6-3 and 7-5 for the Swiss Maestro, who is currently number 3 in the world at 33 years of age. Here's what happened. First set, Federer got 2 breaks. Second set, Andy Murray went up 4-1 on the strength of 2 breaks of his own. But then Federer won 4 games in a row to go to 5-4. Murray then held to get it to 5-5. Federer also held 6-5. And Roger Federer was able to break through for his 5th and final break of the match, breaking Andy Murray's serve and taking the match 7-5. Look, this is what Stefan Edberg and Roger Federer have been working on. For most of the field that Roger Federer competes against, he's good enough to still be able to play baseline tennis and succeed with that strategy. However, against Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal, and Andy Murray, those 3 men in particular, 3 of the Fab 4 of tennis, so to speak, he can't play that way. He particularly cannot play that way against Rafael Nadal and Andy Murray. So what does he have to do? He has to come to net, serve volley, half volley, take balls in the air on the way down, attack. And when he succeeded in this match, he attacked and came to net. Because not only can you win points at the net, you can scare your opponent into mistakes. And that happened to Andy Murray in this match. I think the final point of the match was a Andy Murray unforced error into the net because I believe Federer was advancing. This is gigantic. Not only does it hold down Andy Murray and Andy Murray's confidence headed into the U.S. Open, it buoys up Federer's confidence. Right at this point in time, with Novak Djokovic going out early in 2 straight tournaments, Cincinnati and in Toronto, you got to say that Roger Federer is the favorite for the U.S. Open. He's already beaten Novak Djokovic this year, at least once, maybe twice, I believe. Now, he's lost to Novak Djokovic in the Wimbledon final, of course, in 5 sets. But Djokovic is struggling. Andy Murray is struggling. Rafael Nadal is out with an injury. So right now, the way things look, I'm favoring Roger Federer in the 2014 U.S. Open. Now, obviously, he's got to compete and finish off this tournament, which he'd like to win. There's no Joe-Wilfried Tsonga around. He's got to beat Milos Raonic in the semifinals, which will take place tomorrow. And then he's got to beat the winner of Julian Benneteau and David Ferrer. Federer's in great shape, although Raonic is playing great right now. He had a dominant match today, so that's going to be a test for Federer. However, the only thing I can see right now that I would derail my expectations of Federer as a favorite in the U.S. Open is if Nadal's in his side of the draw, because that's still the toughest matchup for Federer on the tour because of Rafael Nadal's left-handed high revolution spin forehand against Roger Federer's one-handed, weaker, right-handed backhand. That's the reason why Federer has so much difficulty beating Nadal. It's a styles matchup, and Nadal just gets the better of it. That's the way it works. But Nadal's going to be out of practice in terms of tournament participation. His fitness might be a little bit off. I have no idea how his wrist is healing right now. Hopefully he's doing well. We certainly wish the best health for Nadal because the tournament tour is much better when he's playing. Djokovic on a skid. Andy Murray can't quite find his form, and he just lost to Roger Federer. Nadal, questionable and not sure where he's at with his fitness level coming in the U.S. Open. Roger Federer is starting to peak. The key for him, for now and for the remainder of his career, as long as those 3 men I mentioned earlier are still playing, He must become more and more comfortable with the Stefan Edberg coaching approach. Come to the net and attack. Federer doesn't like that style. That's not his natural playing style. And what you see when he falters is he goes away from it. He retreats to the baseline and gets in these long rallies that he's not going to win against men that are 7, 8 years younger than him. When he comes to the net and puts on the pressure and makes these guys have to do a decision that they might rush, that they don't want to do, that's when he can be at his best. Look, Roger Federer isn't Stefan Edberg. He's not Pete Sampras at the net. He's not that good. At least he's not that good yet. He still makes mistakes. He still misses shots that he should make. When he fell behind in this match, when Andy Murray went on that 2 breaks in a row string, it was because Federer missed. He missed a baseline shot long, not actually a baseline. It was a half volley coming to the net. He missed that long, and then he missed an easy shot at the net that he should have put away. And then he gets a little bit scared, and he retreats to the baseline. He's got to get away from that. He's got to attack, and spend hours of practice day after day working at the net until he becomes better and better and better and better at that, and he becomes the best in the game at it. He's very good at it. He's better than most of the players on tour, but he's still not at the level he could be at. And once he can get to that level and have more confidence and not retreat to the baseline, then I think you could see a player who's capable of winning any tournament, maybe not the French because of the slowness of the surface, and beat anybody. And even conceivably get back to number 1. Once he can put that in his toolkit, but he doesn't. He's getting there, but he's still not quite there. Okay, that is it for now. Great win by the Swiss. Andy Murray's got to regroup and try to find his confidence. He and Amelie Mauresmo, they've got to figure it out. The coach, again, we hope Djokovic can recoup for the U.S. Open. We hope Rafael Nadal is ready to go. Hope Andy Murray comes with his head on right for the U.S. Open. Again, we still got 2 more rounds in this tournament. We will work to get you video highlights of this match in the video description below the video player, as well as in the comments as soon as I can do it. This was a terrific match. A lot on the line. Both players were into this match, and you could see the nerves and the importance of this match for both of them. This definitely gives Federer new confidence, and it reduces the confidence of Andy Murray, which is an issue right now. It also makes the all-time head-to-head between the two men at 11-11. Murray was one of the few players on tour that Federer had a losing record head-to-head to. The other noteworthy one, of course, being Rafael Nadal, which I think that's 23-10 Nadal. But I know this was important for Federer because he wanted to correct that head-to-head. And this lets him at least get it back to even, although I'm sure he'd like to make it further into his favor. So, terrific win by the world number 3. He is the top remaining seed left in this tournament. Again, he will meet Milos Raonic tomorrow, weather permitting. And the other semifinal once more is Julian Benneteau of France against David Ferrer of Spain. Great action. Looking forward to another few days of excellent tennis to come. Hope you will join us with the recaps. Take care.